All right, well, today I'm excited about what we've got going on, the trailer for Princess Cut 3.
But Kevin, I thought we just had a Princess Cut movie.
Correct. There was a Princess Cut movie, Princess Cut 2, Bride of Princess, Hearts on Fire. In November, I believe, is when it came out. From what I understand, and I actually didn't realize this until I saw it being posted like crazy, I believe what happened is Paul Munger, there's a Munger among us, the director of Princess Cut 1, directed Princess Cut 2. Hearts on Fire. And then his wife, Sheila Munger, directed this third one, The Munger Games. So that's how they were able to cram two together and release them less than a year apart, Matrix 2 and 3 style. So here we are. We're in a situation where they have a sequel to Princess Cut 2 called Princess Cut 3, Beauty from Ashes. Ashes, I mean. This movie comes out this week. It comes out, I believe, for Valentine's Day. So the perfect time for a romantic comedy like Princess Cut. I actually was rather positive with the last movie, considering the fact that I would say Princess Cut 1 is probably one of the worst movies that I ever saw in my whole life. There's only one thing left to do in this world, and that's to watch the trailer, and then I'll try to throw together a review in no time flat. So the trailer begins with our favorite character, Tessa, and we see that her life is not going great. I mean, she's working at a restaurant. The only thing sadder would be, I guess, eating alone at that restaurant on New Year's Eve, like we see the director doing right behind her. Oh, but she makes some friends. Good. This is an interesting approach. They're apparently focusing on Tessa here. I mean, I picked up from the cover of the film that that's who they're focusing on, and it's fascinating because this is a side character. I think I said this in my review. Why did they have this character in the second movie? She seems a little bit weak compared to the rest of the cast. Well, it's very much because they were gonna do this with it, I suspect. Well, if you recall, Tessa had a baby in the last movie out of wedlock with a guy who is kind of a jerk and was dating another girl too, but she did become a Christian because of it, so it was all worth it. Well, now we see as she goes back to her apartment, the catalyst for the conflict and perhaps the resolution of the film. She sees her neighbor getting beat up, so she calls the police.
There's a man beating up a woman at my apartment building?
It's like totally lame. But that's when we see who is it who should appear?
Morning.
What? Isn't this the cop from Courageous? He's all grown up. The crossover, literal crossover, nobody was asking for. Wow. I guess while they were filming those extra scenes for Courageous, I've still got my uniform on. I guess I can be in it. Is she gonna fall in love with this boy?
I can't get any more involved.
Help us. We could put him away.
She's the only witness.
Ooh, texting a hot guy?
No.
Oh, does she have her own worldly friend now? This movie's really subverting expectations. I mean, Sheila Munger's the customer instead of the waitress, and Tessa's the good girl now?
And what's wrong with that?
What is even real anymore?
Do you think you may want to hang out sometime?
Have you asked my dad?
Would you consider exploring a deeper friendship with me?
Who is she? Okay, you remember the girl who's at the station? She's a designer?
But she's also a single mom, and that in itself is serious.
Dude, seriously, she's a single mom? You can't date a single mom.
One date.
One date
One date.
that leads to many more dates, and then what?
What? And then what? What? Lead to being a father figure in a kid's life and having a strong, loving family and marriage and stuff? That would be the worst. I don't get this. Why is it these friends get so involved in people's relationships? I remember in high school, worst scenario is when somebody breaks up with somebody. Then you finally say, like, you know, dude, I didn't want to say anything at the time because I know you liked her and everything, but I think you're way better off without her. And then they get together. Yeah, sweetie, I'm sorry we broke up. And by the way, Kevin said a lot of things about you while we were broke up. And I'm like, no, I take it back. I take it all back. I'm sorry. So I never butt in. Even if I think somebody's destroying their lives, I don't do it. Well, the new love interest friend doesn't have the same philosophy as me about talking to his friends. So we cut over to them in the police officer voiceover booth, and he starts interrogating him about his relationship.
What is it about Tessa?
I mean, she's tough, you know?
I came prepared.
Defiant,
Give me a break.
angry at the world,
Pretty.
Beautiful.
difficult.
Hey!
This trailer is so slow.
Underneath all that, she's just this little, quiet, broken little girl. Just want to hold and protect.
That's something you gotta say. She's this tiny, tiny little baby little girl. Just a newborn that I just want to hold her and protect her and kiss her in a romantic way.
I need to know that
You could be a father to somebody who's not yours.
Well, sure, I'm not even a father to the father that is mine.
Don't worry about us. We're gonna have lots of fun.
But then, despite her saying she wasn't interested in him, and his friends saying he should stay away, it looks like from this trailer their relationship really starts to blossom.
And he's not too bad in the looks department.
I mean, his butt in those jeans?
He's a cop, though. He's such a Boy Scout. He's still not my type.
And don't forget about his institutional racism. Oh wait, I didn't know there were gonna be alpacas in this movie. I am glad to see that Lauren is back. Hopefully that means we get some sort of side story about the soy farm that they're not telling us about in this trailer.
The person you marry becomes your soulmate.
I can help you with that.
Bruce Banner? Or Bruce Wayne?
Nothing is gonna happen. All right, I won't let it.
Nothing will ever happen. I won't let anything happen ever. But just as everything seems to be going great, I assume something goes wrong.
You brought him into my life.
Oh no, he gets hurt.
You sure this is the life you want? With me and my mess.
You'll marry me?
And they live happily
That's
ever
right.
after. Princess Cut 3, Beauty from Asses. Ha! Got him! And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, it looks almost a little bit like perhaps this could be a return to form. That's the hope and dream, because that makes my review more fun. I mean, after seeing this trailer, I feel like I've seen the entire movie. Of course, I will, as always, review the movie, but unbelievably spoiler-ridden, unless there's some sort of big surprise, like a tornado killing the main character. It would seem that we've seen the gist of the film. Comes out tomorrow or probably today if you're watching this, so I guess let's watch it. So we'll see. We shall see. So there you go.
Had a great reputation, but I ruined it. Homeschooled in, I'm out, grew the fit. Might be just a Caroline.